This past weekend, Travis Scott had his huge Astroworld performance. Unfortunately, there were multiple people who lost their life at this performance. I believe it was a total of 8 people. And now the talk is going around that Travis Scott and his whole theme and his whole stage was part of this satanic ritual, and that the Illuminati set it up, and that they were there to sacrifice lives. And today I want to come on here and kind of clear the air and talk about this with you, because I do think it's an important topic. I think this is something that has been going on for a while, but we haven't quite addressed it yet, or we address it 1 second and then it goes away. So before we get too deep into this, what's good, all my conscious creators, curators, and cultivators? Astroworld, big event. Lots of people, thousands and thousands and thousands of people coming to see all of these people perform with the headline of Travis Scott. It's his thing. And in the midst of that, 8 people lost their life. I want to say condolences out to the families of those individuals who did lose their life at this concert. And I also want to pass condolences out to Travis too, man. Because I know you're probably receiving a lot of backlash for this when this isn't something that you necessarily plan to have happen. But I want to talk about rituals and spells being casted. This is something that we are constantly doing every single day, whether or not we are conscious of it. We're constantly casting spells. If you look back at some of my videos from over a year ago, I talk about this. Even as of recent, what you speak will come into existence. Now, when we look at this Astroworld event, I don't necessarily think that Travis Scott was setting up a ritual or setting up a sacrifice. But music is ritual, because we say the lyrics over and over and over and over again until they're stuck in our head, until it's the only thing that's driving our mind. Think about it on TikTok. You watch the TikToks and you see the same videos with the same songs over and over and over again, and now all of a sudden you know it. You know it by heart. It's a ritual. It's casting a spell over you. And then depending on what you see with that video, you now are drawn to it. So imagine if you hear a song and you see somebody booty shaking to that video. Every time you hear that song, you now are going to think about that image. Or if you hear a song and you see somebody doing a certain dance and they're getting it. Every time you hear that portion of the song, or every time you hear that song now, that's exactly what you're going to be thinking about. This is spell casting. These are rituals to take over your mind. And today I'm here to encourage you. Be conscious about the rituals that you use for your mind. Be conscious of the spiritual processes that you put in place to govern your thoughts. I encourage everybody to think about what they are affirming in their day-to-day life. Because I don't think Travis or his team necessarily meant for the things that went down to go down. But affirmation, the concert, is a ritual of chanting the spell. The radio chants spells at you all the time and you say them back. What are you affirming in your mind day to day? What is the music that you constantly think of saying? Because whatever it is that it's saying is what's stuck on your mind, is what you are perpetuating in your life, energetically, spiritually. These are things to think about. When we look at things such as depression and anxiety, these also come into play. So when we think of the Illuminati and we think of angels and demons and religious people and crystals and all this other bullshit, I say this to it. I say, fuck that. I say, fuck that, because it's not that complicated. It's as simple as this. You are constantly casting spells in your life on a daily basis. Whether you choose to be conscious of that is up to you. If you choose to be unconscious and you choose to follow the wave, somebody will program the spells and rituals for you. And they will guide you, and they will manifest the energy inside of you that they want you to have. They'll tell you exactly what you need in your life. They'll show you how to sell your soul. And it's not because they're inherently evil, but it's because they can. And it's because you're susceptible to it. Own this. Take hold of it and control it. The moment that you choose to control your mind completely, the moment that you choose to own your thoughts and your choices and your actions, is the moment that you will be liberated from all of the things that you see around you. Because there are no longer things that happen to you, but they're things that happen because of you. Now I'll say this. If you're unsure of how to do that, and you want to, and this is something that you've thought about, but you just don't know what step to take first, reach out to me. Drop down in the comments and let me know this is me. We can figure out a way to get in communication and make something happen. Because my purpose is to help liberate people's minds, to help to bring peace, prosperity, and abundance to each and every person's path that I cross. And as always, I appreciate all my conscious creators, curators, and cultivators for tuning in to another episode of Therapy with Barry B. Peace.